Welcome back, all you fearless trainers, and today we are here with another how-to episode, and we're going to be looking at the bent over barbell row, as you can see formed here. Now this is probably one of the most common accessory compound lifts that you'll be using to build your back. You've probably seen it around the gym, you've probably heard about it, and in this video we're going to go over it, as it is probably one of the biggest builders and one of the best ways to build a great foundation for a solid back. So let's start off. So slowed it down, guys, bear with me, I might not be talking the clearest. I've just had my wisdom teeth out, so I feel like a squirrel hibernating for the Easter. My cheeks are puffed up, so I'll try and speak as clear as I can, guys, so please bear with me. So with your barbell row, just like when you're setting up for a deadlift or on a lot of the other compound movements that we've talked about, you want a really good base of support. So that starts with your feeding position. You want to be nice and square, or you can be a little bit wider than shoulder width, as you can see here. With your arms, same goes. Now, there's a lot of talk about the grip. You can go pronated, which is basically palms down, supinated, palms up, etc. You can alternate this, but if you are starting off, and for the most part you want to go with the pronated, which is what I've got in the video here, as you'll see in just a moment, which is palms facing downwards. Now the reason for this is that generally this is the best way you're going to isolate and activate the muscles in your back. So we're going to be using the latissimus dorsi, the lats, we're going to be using rhomboids, trapezius, and quite a few other muscle groups in there as well around the scapula and shoulder joint. So as always, guys, warm up, use an appropriate weight, and slowly build that up over time. Now when you start to get a little bit heavier, you can use straps, as I'm using here, which is a great idea, just to make sure you are using your back and not your grip strength. But don't rely on them, use them for the heavy sets, and again, when you're starting out, you probably won't need them with the weight that you're using. Now you want to bend over to a point where the bar just goes below your knees, so it's almost a little stretch through the hamstrings, like a Romanian deadlift. But instead of staying upright and pulling the bar across your knees and up onto your quads, the more upright you're going to be, the more you're going to use your shoulders, and that's not really what we're using. We are going to be using a bit of posterior delt, but for the most part we want to be using our back muscles. So you want to bend over at almost just a little bit more than horizontal, as you can see here, as if you were doing a single arm dumbbell row. And you want to pull horizontally up, as if you're pulling through your belly, all the way squeezing your shoulder blades together, which you can probably see a little bit more in this frame here in a moment. So keep your feet flat on the ground, have your arms shoulder width, palms facing down for the most part, okay? And then you want to be bent over at about just above 90 degrees or 290 degrees. You better be more horizontal than too vertical in this instance, but also keep a little bit of a bend in the knees, keep your abs tight, keep your back straight. This is very important, which we've talked about in a lot of our other movements, because we want to protect the lower back. Once again, you can use a belt as and when needed to add that structural support, but you don't want to rely on it, because we want to be using our abdominals. And then you want to row up, just like is shown here, squeezing, almost pulling it right into the middle of the belly button there, squeezing the shoulder blades back, retracting them, and isolating and thinking about using all those muscles. We want to be turning on and activating as many of the back muscles as we can in a controlled manner, because as we know, it's all about the quality of the movement over the quantity. The quantity will come with quality. We focus on progressive overload. This is something which you can learn about in my training. If you visit my website, that's www.fearless.training. The links are in the description below, but I'm putting a lot of free information out for you guys here on my YouTube channel, which I'll continue to do, as well as across my social media, which you can find links to in the below. So guys, keep it simple, go over these key points, practice it, keep it quality. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for bearing with me with my not so clear voice at this point in time. Hopefully I'll be back on the road to recovery soon and in the gym. But if you have any questions, guys, post them in the comment section below. Please, if you liked the video, give it a like, share, subscribe, comment. I really do appreciate your support. I really want to help coach, lead, and inspire other people out there who have not had this opportunity or may not be aware or have the resources to get the knowledge that they need. Guys, if you do it right and you work smart as well as hard, you will leapfrog a lot of people, you will avoid a lot of mistakes and frustrations, and you'll really enjoy your training. Because at the end of the day, you've got to enjoy it. If you don't love it, there's no point in doing it. So thank you again, Team Fearless. I really enjoy all your support. We're still growing, we're still building. Stay positive, and as always, stay fearless. I'll be seeing you in the next video.